Electricity is generated in the power plants. The two main power plant types are coal-fired thermal power plants and nuclear power plants. In today's video, we are going to see 10 comparisons between these two. Hi, I am Benila and you are watching The Learning Curve. Coal-fired thermal power plants and nuclear power plants convert heat energy into electrical energy. In both cases, steam is generated to drive a steam turbine which is coupled with a generator that generates electricity. The main difference between coal-fired thermal and nuclear power plants lies in the method of generating steam. In coal-fired thermal power plant, coal is burnt in the boiler which converts water into steam. Whereas in nuclear power plants, the heat released during the fission reaction is used to boil water. The nuclear fission reaction is triggered by hitting uranium-235 with neutrons from another source. When this excess neutron is added to uranium-235, it becomes more unstable and split into two smaller atoms. Along with these two atoms, 3 free neutrons were produced during this fission process. These free neutrons split up some more atoms, which in turn release more neutrons. This process continues again and again, and this will continue throughout the reaction material. This is called the chain reaction. An enormous amount of heat is released during this chain reaction. This heat energy is used to convert water into steam. Coal-fired thermal power plants burn enormous amount of coal to generate electricity. For example, a 200 megawatt plant may require around 200 tons of coal daily. The nuclear reactor uses uranium dioxide powder, which is 3 to 5% U-235 as a fuel material. It is then pressed and molded to make small cylindrical pellets. These pellets are loaded into long tubes. Several tubes are arranged in a bundle which is ready to be used in a nuclear reactor. The size of each pellet is around 1 centimeter in diameter and 1.5 centimeter in length. A single pellet contains as much energy as there is in 1 ton of coal. Coal-fired thermal power plants emit over 100 billion tons of carbon dioxide every year. Nuclear reactors do not produce air pollution or carbon dioxide while operating. However, during the process of mining uranium ore, making reactor fuel bundles, and constructing nuclear power plants, greenhouse gases are emitted into the atmosphere. But they are very small compared to the pollution created by coal-fired thermal power plants. Nuclear power plants are more expensive to build than an equivalent coal-fired thermal power plant. A major environmental concern related to nuclear power is the creation of radioactive waste. We should be very careful during handling, transportation, storage, and disposal of radioactive waste to protect human health and environment. The fuel cost of nuclear power plants is low compared to coal-fired thermal power plants. To generate the same amount of electricity, nuclear power plants require a smaller amount of land than a coal-fired thermal power plant. The cooling water requirement of a nuclear power plant is very heavy. A nuclear power plant needs more than twice the water required for the same size coal plant. The operating cost of nuclear power plant is less than that of a coal-fired thermal power plant. That's all for today. Bye. See you in my next video.